This is the update to the Atlanta mom that was shot and killed on her front porch, shot 10 times by an unknown assailant. And obviously police have got a suspect.
Violent end to the search for a gunman who killed an Atlanta mother. And today, an Atlanta police officer was shot while serving a warrant for that murder suspect in Henry County.
That's right. So what we do know is that the officer is expected to survive. That suspect is dead. And through it all, Courtney Reese's family, they are mourning her loss. Reese was just 32 years old. She had 3 daughters and an 11-year-old son. 1 week ago, she was shot and killed on Springside Drive, that's south of Cleveland Avenue. And the investigation into her murder, it led the Southeastern Fugitive Task Force to a home in Stockbridge today. Atlanta police say when they arrived, the suspect here, Derek Rankins, started shooting. An officer was hit in the arm. Rankins died during this standoff. But police have not yet said if he took his own life or if he was killed. And today, Courtney's father is speaking out, saying that while he doesn't wish harm on anyone, he's glad that Rankins won't be a danger to anyone else. We do know that a homegoing service for Courtney is set for this Thursday in Decatur.
Task force sent to serve an arrest warrant to a murder suspect at a home in Stockbridge.
Fox 5's Christopher King is live at the scene tonight. Christopher?
Russ, Courtney, officers tracked a murder suspect to a home down this street. They were trying to serve an arrest warrant. Instead, police say the suspect opened fire, wounding that Atlanta police officer. Sky Fox overhead as investigators fan out in the aftermath of a standoff turned deadly.
It's scary.
Atlanta police say U.S. Marshals around 1 Tuesday afternoon led a task force to a home on Linden Lane in Stockbridge. They were trying to serve an arrest warrant to Derek Rankins. He was accused of murdering Courtney Reese 1 week ago, August 20th in Atlanta.
At that location, Mr. Rankins opened fire on members of the Fugitive Task Force.
An Atlanta police officer was part of that task force.
A member of this department, an 18-year veteran assigned to our fugitive unit, was injured. And thankfully, those injuries are not life-threatening.
The officer was airlifted to Grady.
The suspect who we were seeking to take into custody is deceased.
This is the 3rd time a law enforcement officer was shot in the line of duty in Metro Atlanta in a little more than a week.
It's pretty crazy.
Amy Albrecht couldn't believe it when she heard about the deadly standoff so close to her home in Stockbridge.
It seems like the world's getting crazier by the minute.
It disturbs everybody around here, I'm sure, so it's really out of character.
Brian Cook tells Fox 5 he's a handyman who's worked at the home police raided.
I maintained that property off and on. I could have been there, at any moment.
The officer is expected to make a full recovery. No other officers were hurt. APD Chief Darren Shearbaum will not confirm if officers shot and killed Rankins or if he killed himself. The GBI is investigating. We're live in Stockbridge. Christopher King, Fox 5 News.
Well, so glad to hear the officer is going to be okay. Christopher, thanks.
Breaking news we've been following involving an Atlanta police officer shot today.
So we heard from Molly Oak. Now we want to head out to 11 Alive's Joe Ripley, who is live at Grady Hospital. Joe, any update on this officer's condition?
Well, as you mentioned, this Atlanta police officer was shot while helping to execute a search warrant in Stockbridge. That's Henry County. Right now, though, he remains in Grady Hospital behind me recovering. We're told by Atlanta's police chief, Darren Shearbaum, that officer is expected to be okay. He is expected to recover. Henry County Sheriff's Office helicopter actually flew this 18-year APD veteran and investigator right here to Grady. This is all tied to a search warrant in Henry County. A regional task force led by U.S. Marshals executed the search warrant this morning in Stockbridge for Derek Rankins. He is accused of shooting and killing Courtney Reese 1 week ago near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. Reese was a mother of 4. She was just 32 years old, shot at least 10 times, according to police. She had lost a sister just months ago. Police say they identified Rankins as a suspect, and tonight, Chief Shearbaum says Rankins is dead after an hours-long standoff.
This is what we train for. We recruit men and women who have a quality to stand in the gap for their communities. We train weekly and regularly to make sure when an individual who poses harm to a community doesn't want to go back to jail, that we can do so with the least risk to the citizens in the area.
Shearbaum says tonight no other officers were injured while the search warrant was being executed in Stockbridge, though it's still unclear tonight if Rankin shot himself or if police shot and killed him. That remains under investigation by the GBI. We're live outside Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, just so glad to